Welcome to the video, and today I will be giving you 5 of my top tips on how to prepare your home for sale. Tip number 1 would be to look at the curb appeal of your property. Now this is really important as the outside of your home is going to be the very first thing which any potential buyer sees before they even walk through your home. So you want to make sure that you give the best first impression possible. There's small tasks that you can carry out, such as jet washing a front patio, for example, clearing out any weeds, repainting any wooden window frames or wooden doors, and maybe giving the exterior of your house a coat of paint too. All of these things will just help make the exterior of the property look much cleaner, brighter and fresher, and give a much better first impression to any potential buyer walking through your door. The second tip follows on from the last one, except this time you need to look at inside your home. Now again, if you put yourself in the buyer's perspective, say if you were looking at a home for sale and it had lots of loose curtain poles, loose door handles, light bulbs not working, switches hanging off, those kind of things, it will really give you a negative first impression and make you think that perhaps the homeowner hasn't looked after their home as well as possible, and that there's probably a lot more work that needs doing than there really is in reality, because those little things can be done either by yourself or fairly cheaply with a handyman. So the tip is to create a small DIY list of all the jobs that need doing inside your house and get those done. And perhaps as an extra tip to add on to this second tip would be to give your home a fresh lick of paint as well. So carrying out all of these things will just give the buyer walking into your home the best first impression possible that you could give them, and it will help you achieve the best possible selling price of your property. Tip number 3 is somewhat related to tip number 2, but it's a little bit different, so I thought I'll have it as a separate tip for you. So it's clean your home until it sparkles, and think about the odours within your property. So clean your home until it sparkles is fairly self-explanatory, I think. You just need to, it will just help give the best first impression possible for anyone walking through your home. And think about the odours in your property. So again, put yourself in the buyer's perspective. If you walked into a home which had a really bad odour, you literally just couldn't stand it, it wouldn't really make the viewing a pleasant experience, if that makes sense, and you'd want to get out there as quickly as possible. So perhaps using fragranced cleaning materials or sprays, and perhaps leaving scented candles out or air fresheners or something. Have the windows open so you've got lots of fresh air coming in. All of those things will just make the viewing experience of your home as delightful as possible, I guess. And again, just leave the best first impression for the buyers walking through your home. And again, it will help you achieve the best possible selling price for your property. The fourth tip would be to get all the paperwork for your property in order and at hand, ready to go to pass on to solicitors. Because as soon as you have a sale agreed on your property, solicitors will ask you for various documents. So it's good to have those all to hand, so you're ready to go as soon as you have an offer agreed. The various documents that you might need are things such as copies of your lease, if your property is leasehold, any copies of any warranties or guarantees for any works that you've had carried out in the last few years. So things such as any new roofs, any new boiler installations, any electrical sort of work that you've had done, or anything that carries a guarantee with it. Have all those copies to hand. Any fencer certificates for any window installations that have been done after 2002, for example. All of these things will just help you be prepared and ready to go as soon as you have an offer agreed. The fifth and final tip would be to choose a good estate agent to sell your home. Now, it's always a good idea to choose at least sort of 2 or 3 agents within your local area. Have them come out to your property, give you a valuation, those kind of things, but also ask them lots of important questions. So some of the questions that you may ask are, have they sold any properties in the recent past in the local area? What their marketing plan would be to sell your home, where they will advertise your property, and how they will achieve the best possible selling price for you. Now, another quick tip for choosing the best agent would be not to go with the agent that gives you the highest value and the lowest fee. The competition amongst estate agents these days is very fierce. There are so many agents out there now, it's quite crazy to comprehend. So a lot of agents these days are overvaluing properties in the hope that they'll win your business by telling you what you want to hear. So also do your own research and have a kind of rough figure in mind as to what you can expect to achieve. And if an agent then tells you, you know, you can achieve £200,000 or £300,000 more than what you're thinking of, perhaps ask them for evidence as to how they arrived at that figure. Perhaps you were wrong in your calculations, but perhaps the agent was also wrong in giving you the wrong valuation. So check all of those things, ask all the right questions to the agent, and then kind of proceed further from there. So those have been my 5 top tips in preparing your home for sale. In short, you want to give any potential buyers the best first impression possible, get all your paperwork in order so you're ready to go as soon as you have an offer agreed, and choose the best estate agent to sell your property, achieving you the best possible price. And if you'd like 5 additional tips, then check out our full-length blog on this topic on the link below, or just scroll further down if you're on the blog already. And hope you find it all useful, and we'll see you guys in the next one.